Good afternoon, everyone. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands, and we are here at 3 o'clock as usual for another day of talking about the Congo. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about the COVID-19 uh, vaccine that's coming out of Oxford University that they worked on, and talking about what implications, wow, that was a tongue tire, implications that it has for the developing world in places like Congo. So we are going to talk about that, and on this Thanksgiving Day, uh, Thanksgiving week, and we're going to discuss that. So I hope you have heard about what's going on. You got two vaccines that was developed here in the United States, and those two have an efficacy rate of about 90% or more. And excuse me a minute. But the one out of the UK is showing at 70%, but they did some different tests. And one of the tests that they did out of another country showed approximately 90%. So, on the surface, you would think, okay, I'd rather take the 95 or the 95 or 96% versus taking the 90% if you're one of those ones going to take it. And I think I've come to the conclusion that the virus is going to be around for a while, and therefore I'm going to take it because uh, because it's going to be around for a while, and things are not going to get back to normal for, I would say, a year after we've had a chance to get it under control. But the way it's going in the United States, I'm not even sure whether it's going to be under control after 1 year or not, because it's still just ramping up. And so we will see how much it goes up and comes back down, or whether we have a third or fourth surge or anything like that. So, so yeah, I'm going to take it. But one of the things that is not whether I take the 95 or the 96 or the 70 or the 90%. One is the fact that I'm going to take it because even though I'm going to be as safe as possible, it's going to be around in the world for quite a while. And so I want to try to be protected in case uh, I don't be as safe and I come into the virus and stuff like that. So let's talk about specifically the vaccine that's coming out of the UK, uh, AstraZeneca, and what it is a it's going to be number one. It doesn't require really cold temperatures to be maintained. Right now, they're saying that it can be good for a 6 months period when you keep it at 36 to 40 some degrees. So that's great because number one is uh, getting it below and keeping it below freezing are these extreme temperatures that as the other two vaccines need to be. uh, you're not going to be able to transport that and be and not spoil the vaccines when you're going into the third world and the developing world. And so you'll probably ask the question, why do we care about the third world or the other parts of the world? As long as anybody has the potential for the disease, for the virus, it could potentially affect us. And we've seen that we used to kind of look at it and go, oh yeah, Congo and Africa has Ebola, but that's not bothering us. And yeah, it came here and kind of scared the bejeebus out of us because we know that it's only a plane ride away, and you're not going to stop all the international traffic from going uh, because it goes to Europe, and then somebody else in Europe picks it up, and then the next thing you know, you got somebody else that's been infected in Europe bringing it to the United States, even to one of those what some people want to call a nice country like Sweden and Norway or Finland or somewhere like that. It can get there and it can infect somebody and come back to the United States. So we're gonna have it for around for a while. And just as we've seen measles and some of the other childhood diseases, when you don't vaccinate for it, it's still roaming around in the environment and roaming around, and it comes back and shuts down schools, shuts down you know, you know, I mean, it's just one of those things about the the way things work these days, and it's always worked that way. It's just that some people don't want to accept that these things are going to be in the around, and you're going to have to protect yourself as much as possible. And the second reason, beyond the cold storage requirements, it's going to be right now. They're saying it's going to be somewhere between $3 to $4 per vaccine. So that's going to be a lot cheaper, as they're estimating, that than the two viruses that we have in the United States. And for probably some of the people in the United States, if they want to be protected, are they going to be able to pay that extreme price of what the other two viruses are going to cost? And it's going to cost more because just think about it, is number one, it is has more requirements for cold storage, and it has to be kept at such a low temperature um, that is that those are not ordinary temperatures. Those are extreme temperature. And right now they're already talking about that they're going to run out of dry ice that's used to transport their stuff in. So that's going to drive the market up, and so it's going to definitely be more expensive. So number one is when the World Health Organization is looking at vaccinating uh, millions of people in Africa and in the South America, that those people would not be able to pay the exorbitant prices that we can pay in the Northern Hemisphere. The Northern Hemisphere we think of as Europe, uh, think of as Canada, United States, and just even look at what's down below us in Mexico. So, we gonna have to really look at that, and I think that's gonna be a lifesaver for a lot of people when the vaccines can be uh, purchased at a lower cost, and so therefore more people can be get that vaccination. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, and it has hit Congo, meaning to say that the news of this new vaccine has come about in Congo. And when I woke up this morning, I had a message saying, "Hey, what do you think about this new, uh, vaccine?" And luckily, I had heard about it on the news broadcast this morning. But that is what's to talk about in the Congo at this time. So uh, we will conclude this episode, and I'd like for you to continue to take care of yourself, take care of your family, be safe, wear your mask, also uh, sneeze in your elbow, wash your hands frequently, and do all those things to stay safe by being socially distanced from people. And finally, be blessed. And we will see you on Tuesday of this Thanksgiving week. and be blessed. We will talk to you later.